Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
Kpop news.
After nearly
SSERAFIM Breaks Silence. The war is over. A powerful comeback begins. What war? Who they were at war with?
a year under relentless scrutiny and online vitriol, it seems a new chapter has begun for Ellie.
if they can actually do this. Like, can they sing? Can they perform? Can they work together as a group? Because at first it was like, y'all, what are you guys doing?
Today, we're breaking down the unexpected yet powerful update that's taken the K-pop world by storm. In 2024, Ellie Saraphims found themselves at the center of one of the most vicious hate trains in recent K-pop history. It began with criticism surrounding their vocal abilities, a topic that quickly snowballed into malicious, unfounded attacks. Some netizens even tied the group into unrelated controversies, including the lawsuit involving Min Hee-jin and Adore, fueling even more hostility. In response to the overwhelming negativity, the group made the difficult decision to disable comments on all of their social media accounts in June 2024, a move that spoke volumes about the intensity of the situation. Despite the storm, the group never turned away from their fans. They addressed the situation directly multiple times, showing transparency and strength. Fellow idols also stepped in to show support, a rare but powerful show of unity in the industry. Ellie Saraphims fans, fear not, stood by them unwaveringly, countering hate with love, art, letters, and social campaigns. And now, on April 20th, during the second night of their Easy Crazy Hot tour in Incheon, something changed. Emotions ran high as each member gave their heartfelt ments, a K-pop tradition where idols speak personally to their fans at the end of concerts. Yeonjun, in particular, touched hearts when she compared their journey to the creation of Pearls, something born from pressure and pain, yet ultimately beautiful and rare. And perhaps the most symbolic gesture of all, the group has turned their Instagram comments back on. For many fans, this felt like a line being drawn in the sand. One fan wrote, "The war is over," while another called it the beginning of a new era. It's a silent but strong statement.
That's beautiful.
Ellie Saraphims is choosing to move forward, unafraid and unshaken. The Seraphim's story is no longer just about survival. It's about evolution. They've faced an unprecedented wave of negativity, and yet they're still standing. Stronger, bolder, and more united than ever. This moment may not erase the past, but it marks a stunning, hopeful pivot toward the future. If you want more updates on Ellie Saraphims,
That's good for them. I'm glad they, went, survived basically. They didn't succumb to it, but I didn't know they turned up the comments. That's interesting.
Hey
Anyway,
everyone, welcome back to the channel.
Netizens stand up for NCT Wish's Riku against colorist comments.
Today, we're diving into an important discussion within the K-pop community, and it's one that highlights the ongoing battle between outdated beauty standards and the growing wave of acceptance and diversity. Let's talk about NCT Wish's Riku, the recent online backlash he's faced over his skin tone, and how fans are standing up for him. Longtime K-pop fans are no strangers to the industry's strict and often problematic beauty standards. One of the most prominent is the preference for extremely fair skin. This has led many idols to appear lighter in makeup or photos, regardless of their natural tone. Recently, rookie idol Riku, a member of SM Entertainment's new boy group, NCT Wish, became the target of criticism on an online community board, simply for having a darker complexion than his fellow members. A post that gathered nearly 40,000 views featured a photo comparing Riku and fellow member Sakuya. The poster even went as far as saying they had lost feelings for Riku due to his darker skin, further pushing the idea.
That's ridiculous. So you lost feelings for him, so it was about the skin? That's why you like him, because his skin tone? That's just fucking stupid.
That light skin equals desirability, a stereotype deeply ingrained in parts of East Asian culture, but fans weren't having any of it. In a powerful show of support, netizens flooded the post with thousands of comments defending Riku, calling out the poster for their prejudice. Some of the top responses included, "Where did you learn to make fun of someone's skin tone? This just shows how low you are. I like him because he is darker. You don't know anything. Look in the mirror and take a look at your face. He looks great with a darker skin tone. Do you even know anything?" Many praised Riku's unique visuals and saw his skin tone as one.
I love the comment. I guess NCT Wish is popular now.
Oof.
That means, yeah, when people talk about you, you're popular.
One of his many charms, rather than something to be ashamed of. This isn't the first time a member of the NCT family has faced this kind of discrimination. NCT's Haitian has previously spoken about his own struggles. Being a darker-skinned idol in the K-pop industry, his openness about the issue has helped fans better understand the biases many idols still face today. What this situation makes clear is that while the K-pop industry has come a long way, there's still work to be done in dismantling old beauty standards that no longer serve the
That is such a horrible picture she keeps showing.
Which one?
industry. Has come a long way.
This one. This is such a horrible picture.
It's to show like the makeup,
Yeah,
and her neck is not matching the foundation,
It's
and
horrible.
in her eyes too as well.
Whoever did this person so dirty.
It's because she's sweating through her makeup.
It's bad.
Way. There's still work to be done.
But you know, also it could be you know, back in the day too, they didn't have makeup that actually covers or complements the skin.
I don't know.
That's nice too.
It just looks bad.
Dismantling old beauty standards that no longer serve this generation. Representation matters. And seeing idols like Riku proudly embrace their natural features and be celebrated for them sends a powerful message. So, what do you think about the way fans responded? Should K...
I'm glad the fans stood up.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's
especially but you know, I wish they also clarify which fans, like in South Korea or internationally speaking.
I think
I'm always
South Korean,
confused.
well,
Because it's
K-pop
always
world-
better if it's in South Korea because they're like you know, tackling like issues within the country itself, as opposed to it being like the global international fans saying something, because it's like not really, you know, too impactful because they live in South Korea.
SM Entertainment called BTS a filler group. Nate Walker reveals the truth.
world is once again shaken.
What?
This time by explosive claims from a respected American songwriter who mentored BTS during their rookie days. The alleged culprit, none other than industry giant SM Entertainment. Could one of K-pop's biggest agencies have tried to sabotage the very group that would one day take over the world? Let's break it down. You might recognize Nate Walker from BTS's 2014 show, American Hustle Life, a raw behind-the-scenes series where the members trained under seasoned hip-hop artists in LA. Walker, a Grammy-winning songwriter, was one of the key mentors guiding the young group. Now, nearly a decade later, he's speaking out. In a recent interview, Nate dropped a bombshell. He revealed that at the time of American Hustle Life, he was approached by SM Entertainment, not to support BTS, but to abandon them. SM reportedly urged him to join a writing camp for EXO instead, implying BTS wasn't worth the effort. At this time, there was this writing camp for EXO going on. Their camp was trying to get me to not do the show and come and work with EXO, Nate Walker. But it didn't stop there. According to Walker, SM insiders dismissed BTS as just a filler group and an experiment, doubting they'd ever rise to stardom. The revelations didn't go unnoticed. Armies around the globe were quick to call out SM Entertainment for what many now see as attempted sabotage. SM really tried to downplay BTS during their rookie years, because this is crazy.
I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked
Yeah, I
because
mean,
there's
this is
gonna
one of-
always be some sort of sabotage going on, especially when you're being great and coming up.
That's just part of the industry. I really don't think it's that big of a deal. Everybody does this. I mean, you see someone you threaten by, you try to
Yeah,
sabotage them. That's just how
but-
it goes in this game.
But let it be valid. Like, ugh, I hate that because
What do
I
you
can
mean you hate
understand,
that?
like, when someone is spreading mistruths about you, as if it was true that you're a filler group. Like, I would understand.
But that's not the mistruths, though. That's their opinion. They're
yeah,
not,
but
they're
like
not
to now
spreading-
sabotage to say don't work with them.
Yeah, that's sabotage. Yeah, but spreading would be if they like actively posted, oh, BTS is a filler group, blah blah blah. Yeah, this is just a private conversation saying, oh, don't work with him, you know, with them. They're not worth it. They're not gonna be anything. But it's just a regular, you know, corporate.
But can you imagine if they were
Sabotage-ish.
successful? Then no one would have never known. Like things
yeah.
that go behind like your back. Like that's why I say sometimes you have it's luck too.
Oh,
Because-
definitely it's luck.
Really, your group is being talked about in rooms that you're not even in, and they can influence your destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Saw the passion in their eyes and tried to snuff it out. That's how powerful BTS's vision was. This is prophecy. SM saw the vision and tried to destroy it before it bloomed. Many believe SM felt threatened by BTS. Even
Yeah, they felt threatened. That's why they did it. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
is what it is.
So I'm curious, in Nate's perspective, how come he didn't go along?
Oh,
Especially since they offer, come help train the group.
well, because he
EXO.
probably was already committed. He didn't want to, you know, decommit.
when they were just underdogs from a virtually unknown company, Big Hit Entertainment. That fear, fans claim, led to an attempt to undermine
Honestly,
BTS's
if I see
international
someone operates like that, they can easily flip on me too.
Yeah, but that's just the industry standard. We saw the same thing about Hype. Remember in November when there was like Hype leaks? Hype was like trashing every single group. It is how it is. Like that's just
I
normal.
think no, I don't. I disagree because
you
if
disagree?
they
We saw the
wanted no,
leaks.
because it wait no. Let me tell you my perspective. My perspective is that if they wanted Nate for what he can do for EXO, hire him, try to convince him to work with EXO, talking about that group. You don't have to go and say, "Oh, you're wasting your time," because then you're insulting that person's intelligence. I think the way they went about this is very insulting.
They didn't want Nate.
Exactly.
They
So
didn't
that's
want
why
Nate. They
I
didn't
would
want
feel like if
BTS to have Nate.
I was feeling, I felt that as though that it was never a compliment to Nate for someone to
No, it
tell you
wasn't.
who
It
you
wasn't
should work
about
with or
Nate.
not.
It wasn't about Nate. They
Hmm.
didn't want Nate. They didn't want BTS to have Nate. It's
But
like when
why?
you're,
But why?
your
You
ex-girlfriend,
don't.
you don't want to be with your ex-girlfriend, but you don't want anybody else to be with your ex-girlfriend
Mm,
too. It's like that type of thing. They just didn't want nobody to work with BTS. They're trying to blackball ball
mm.
them. That's what they try to do. They try to, make the whole industry that.
That should be. I don't know. Something about that shit to me is so unethical. Like to
No, it's definitely unethical.
blackball. That's why for me it's not. To me, I couldn't say, oh, that should be industry standard. No, it
It
should not.
shouldn't be, but it is. I'm not
But
saying
doesn't
it
make it
should be.
okay.
No, okay, it's definitely unethical, to go.
Mm.
But that's all how all businesses work, and that's when I say that those people, the rich people, the Jeff Bezoses, the
Uh-huh.
Trumps, all of them, they have to do some shady shit, and this is the
Mm.
shady shit they had to do.
Be
They had to step on some people.
because I can see the difference from, okay, hire all the best people and then put them on a contract where they're exclusively working with your company and they cannot work with any others. I can understand this strategy. But when people are like free agent and you're not really like committing because you want that person, but you just want to sabotage another group, there's something about that. It's just so icky to me.
I don't know if it would be in anybody's interest to sign an exclusive contract like that. Would
Typically, when you sign with a company and it's like depending what level you are, you at least for 2-3 years.
No, but like in terms of like a music producer, I don't think he would want to sign with a group.
But if
I
you're
think
creating a sound for my group,
Yeah, but
I
you
don't
don't
want you
want
to
to.
create this
You
sound
don't.
for another
Okay,
group.
but you don't.
You have to commit.
You as a producer don't want to commit that because you want to be a free agent. There's no benefit of committing.
So I think it depends how much work or the what that
Yeah,
producer
because you
is willing
committing
to
to
do.
one group, there's
But I
only
don't
so much
think,
work.
but I don't think it's outside of realm possibility as a company would want to try to have their team be for them
No,
and
the
not for
company,
others.
yes. I just don't think the producers would agree. Like it's because these
I
free
don't
agents,
know.
like look
There can
at
be
Mike.
producers.
Mike will made it. He works with
No,
everybody.
but that's different.
How
I
is
think
that
there's
different?
because there's some producers who can do that and they have established their names, but there's others who don't have the name. They're out, but they're like
Right.
background people, so
Oh
they
no,
can work with a
no,
team.
those are signed. Like
Yeah, that's what
each label do have their own producers, but if you want to work,
because
but
there's
like
a
the
company
big
because
producers,
there's
they are
companies
free agents.
because there's companies that have these producers on their payroll to be their team to create their
Yes,
sound
they
and to
do.
kind of like box that sound within their
Yeah, we
company.
see that
But
with
then,
YG and Teddy. Like, and look,
yeah.
all their fucking music is the
But
same.
then of course there's always gonna be someone who are independent and they're like free agent that can work with
Yeah.
everybody. But then that sound I would feel like is for everybody too.
Exposure. While SM has not responded to the allegations, the comments have reignited long-standing debates within K-pop about power dynamics, gatekeeping, and how newer groups are treated by
Yeah,
industry
wow.
giants. Could this be a case of industry politics? Or just business as usual? Fast forward to now. BTS didn't just prove
But
the doubters wrong. They rewrote the
I
playbook.
wonder if these labels are now seeing that this approach is failing because now we're seeing the rise of social media can make people instantly famous. So the need for the label is not as required as it was back then. So we have a lot of independent artists who are capitalizing and benefiting off their independent work, in which now
We
the
don't have
labels
it in
want
Korea.
to come.
There's no independent artists in Korea.
Well,
Not successful. at least.
I'm not just talking only about K-pop. I
Oh,
say
okay.
overall as a whole, because before in the West it was like that too. You had to sign with a label if you want to.
Yeah, in
get
the
off,
West
you
is
know?
definitely that the
Yeah.
label is.
Now I feel
not-
like that is like people are pulling away from that, and then also everyone around the world is seeing the strategies overall that they can
I
possibly
feel like
do that.
Korea ain't seeing shit.
I think it's gonna take time. I don't think
It's gonna take
it's like
20
for
years.
me, like for example, like for me, like if a movie is popular here in the States, for it to get to the Caribbean, maybe 5-6 years until okay, oh yeah, and they catch on to that trend, you know. So I feel like those trends is something that other spaces will have to catch up on.
From filler group to global superstars, their journey stands as a testament to perseverance and
Because
passion.
now who's signing
And
7-year
ironically,
contracts?
the very moment
Who wants
SM
to?
tried to prevent BTS gaining international experience.
I think
Who wants to?
the simple fact that they called BTS a filler group, it just shows they weren't a filler group, because a filler group you wouldn't even talk about them. A filler
that's-
group is something you don't talk about.
But it's
so-
wild because especially when we seen what they were doing at that time, it's like it doesn't give a feel. Let it be believable at least. That's what I don't like.
No, it doesn't
I
have
don't
to
like.
be believable.
I don't like that.
They're it's clearly they were afraid of them and they had to do whatever they had to do to make sure the EXO prevails. That's the label's responsibility. And because as I said, we see the same with Hype, with the Hype leaks. They're like spreading rumors allegedly about Stray Kids,
Yeah,
Changbin or
I don't
whatever.
support
Like
that.
we see
I
that,
don't support that.
that's just the general business practice in not just Korea, here in the States too. That's like a business practice at those levels when you are that corporate, $1 billion corporation. That's the shit you do. That's just, I'm not saying it's ethical, I'm not saying it's right, I'm saying that's what it is. And you know, you or me,
I don't think
we're
it's
not
that's
gonna
what it is.
change
That's what has been the norm. So it shouldn't be what it is. That's what I feel like.
Well, do you want to go be into politics and change that, outlaw it, go ahead. Lesser films.
I think they kind of have like these kind of practices out loud. It's just people are able to navigate around it.
It depends what you do. Like, slander is outlawed, right? If you like try to slander, but the thing is, in Korea a little bit different because defamation is very easy in Korea. Like you can't criticize nobody.
But to
Here,
call people a filler group and they not getting
here
filler?
in the West though, it's defamation is very like stuff to prove, you know. So it's Ellie Saraphims Yoonchae breaks down on stage.
Ellie Saraphims Yoonchae broke down in tears during their recent Easy Crazy Hot concert in Korea. And fans everywhere are talking about it. What happened? And why is this moment resonating so deeply with the K-pop community? During the emotional speeches at the show, Yoonchae couldn't hold back her tears. Even while performing Perfect Night, she was visibly crying. And the moment, shared on TikTok, quickly went viral.
Aw.
The reactions, overwhelming. One TikTok commenter said, "The internet really put Ellie Seraphim through a lot, and then just expected them to get over it. It's sad." That comment alone got over 10,000 likes. On X, fans were just as emotional. One user wrote, "Yoonchae was trying to hold her tears while dancing. No, my baby." Another added, "Them stopping the choreo to hug Yoonchae because she cried during Perfect Night. That hit hard." This moment sparked wider conversations about Yoonchae's treatment and how young she was when she debuted. Many fans referenced the hate the group received after Coachella, and even the Hybe versus Minhee Jin drama that dragged the group into headlines. One non-fan even commented, "I don't stand Ellie Seraphim, but we were all unfortunate bystanders to the slander they went through. They stayed quiet, let their music do the talking, and took punches they didn't deserve. I just wanted to hug this girl." From debuting young to facing backlash, Yoonchae's tears remind us all. Idols are human, and sometimes, even the strongest need a moment to break. Protect Yoonchae, support idols, be kind.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, that to me was like, duh.
Yeah.
Ah.
Ellie Saraphims 2-day concert.
Hello everyone, and
A night of tears, strength, and sisterhood.
welcome back. Today, I want to talk about Ellie Seraphim and their incredible 2-day concert in Incheon. A show that was not only easy, crazy, hot, but also deeply heartwarming. This concert wasn't just about the lights and the performances. It was filled with raw emotion and powerful moments that reminded us why we love these girls so much. One of the most touching highlights was when Sakura gave a heartfelt speech. She thanked the fans sincerely and even shared that Ellie Seraphim will be her last idol group. She said something truly moving. That fans supported her, even when she felt like she was nothing. That moment,
I mean, I would hope so.
Our last idol group.
Yeah, because
What?
she's been a part of 3 groups, I think now. So
I guess she's in disbelief too.
I
Wow.
mean,
How long until this doesn't stick?
It
know.
hit
I get it.
and then there was Yoonchae. Seeing her break down in tears on stage was heartbreaking, but not surprising when you think about what she's been through. Especially as someone who entered this industry as a minor. It reminded us of the immense pressure these idols face behind the scenes. But amid the tears, there was also something beautiful. Women supporting women. Twice as Jihyo showed up to support them. Members of Illit, K-Tsai, and even Bang Si-hyuk were in attendance, along with many other idols. That kind of support, that sisterhood, means everything. Looking ahead to 2025, I truly hope it brings more joy, peace, and healing for Ellie Seraphim and every idol out there. Because here's something we all need to remember. It's easy to leave a comment. It's easy to
kinda
post an
nice
opinion.
to see the support that the girls have been getting.
They had a rough year. There's been a rough year for them.
Yeah.
So, you know, hopefully this is their redemption arc tour.
Behind every
Low-key,
screen,
do you also think this is also good show for the
Yes,
face
I do.
of New Jeans to
I
you
do
to see
think
like,
so.
look, we're together, we're family.
That
we got
thought
each
crossed my
other.
mind as
Yeah,
well.
got
Yes.
each other back.
there's a real person reading those words.
Not just to New Jeans, but to the courts that all
Mhm.
these because you know everybody
Is
attended.
watching, everyone's
Everybody attended.
Idols do see them, and they do get hurt, mentally and emotionally, just like you, just like me. So let's be better. Let's learn to separate constructive criticism from hate. Sadly, a lot of hate hides behind what people label as unpopular opinions, or just being honest.
Nah, it's not hate.
Mm.
I don't know. Hate is if there's no basis to. There was basis to their criticism, so you can't dismiss that there was something to criticize. It wasn't hate. It really their vocals weren't good. It is what it is. I mean, they improved. That's great, but at that point, it just wasn't good. I mean, guys just gotta take criticism, good with the bad. You want the good, but gotta take the bad too. It can't just be that you only get good, good,
But you
good.
see,
But
they
not,
improved.
yeah, they improved. If everybody was like,
Yeah.
ban
It's
ban the
okay,
bad
it's okay,
comments, it's okay, then they would have
Yeah,
never
they
improved. We would be
improved.
getting trash vocals. Now they improved. They're doing great because of that negative criticism of hey, that's why they improve. I mean, some people do take it to the next level, but
Yeah.
it is hate if it doesn't come out of nowhere.
Mm.
It's not hate if there's something to criticize, and there was a lot to criticize. Just is what it is.
Okay. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.